Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming with more Imperator Rome, playing as Carthage in the version 1.3 Livy patch. No longer sponsor, we're just continuing the series because I'm having fun with it and I still like Imperator quite a bit, so let's continue on. This does mean I can actually talk about my least favorite change in this entire patch. The one thing that I actually dislike actively. The little buttons down over here. Why did they get rid of the second row? Okay, I know you can click on this button, you can pick and drag where you want to be placing different types of map modes, but I like having more than 8 buttons, dang it! Sometimes I like to flip between these things quickly, I don't want to go to this thing all the time. Why? It's one of those changes where I'm like, I think literally nobody asked for this. So I don't know what they were doing, but okay. Paradox probably has some other information that I don't. Frustrating. Anyway, no, but honestly though, like, forget the sponsorship for a second. I do legitimately like a lot of the changes that are currently in the Livy patch. I think this is going in the right direction. Now, it is interesting watching a lot of the people who have been experiencing Imperator, maybe for the first time, or the first time in a while anyway, during the free week that we had last weekend. Or, not weekend, sorry, the entire week, actually. A lot of interesting problems that people are running into, such as, I don't know, the inability of Iron Man saves to properly save. Yeah, I just found that problem, and I actually recorded this entire video, and then found that I didn't actually save my progress because I was still on the press build of the game, and did not update to the hotfix. So that sucked, but at least Paradox was able to fix that pretty quick. Now Iron Man does seem to be working as it is supposed to, so oh well, I guess things like that do happen sometimes. The other issue I saw a lot of people having were performance issues. People were complaining, the game lags out way too much, I can't play it. Half the time, though, with those, I find that, like, if you ask for their computer specs, they're like, well, I'm playing on this MacBook, blah, blah, blah. It's like, there's your problem, dude. Imperator does not have the same graphical requirements as EU4. It's actually more intensive, believe it or not. So, I don't know, some of the complaints I've seen are valid, some are totally not. And of course, you got plenty of videos on YouTube right now like, is Imperator still broken? It's like clickbaity nonsense, you know? But like, again, there are plenty of fair critiques for the game. I personally like it. If I'm being completely honest, no sponsorship issues at all. I've always kind of liked Imperator, even knowing it had its flaws. I still like it better than ever in version 1.3, and I really hope that Paradox continues to build on the dynamic mission system. Because I'll acknowledge, like, having played a couple of, like, minor nations, just to kind of see what it looked like, some of the dynamic missions feel a little bit derpy and don't quite make sense or don't feel as responsive as they probably should. But still, you gotta admit, that was a really smart play by Paradox because they were able to add a lot more depth, or at least the feeling of more depth to the game, without actually diverting resources to completely reworking all the minor powers. Like, that's a really smart play on their part. I liked that a lot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove some generals to, 1, not pay their salary, and 2, to assign them to the region, because I know that we are having a little bit of issues with loyalty here in Sicily, so a few more troops over here makes some sense. Probably can do the same thing down over here, to be honest. Now, here's something weird. Why is it we only need 3 jobs per family now? It was more than this. Why did this change? Twice. I'm not sure what judges that. But, I mean, I'm not unhappy about it. I'm just confused. It doesn't really tell you. Anyway, just try to get that provincial loyalty up as much as we can in a few different areas. And I'm going to save some money to get a couple of inventions, like the diplomatic reputation, because right now we are working on a mission to consolidate our holdings over Northern Africa, which means, for now at least, we can integrate vassals faster than usual. So I should probably spend some political influence trying to make as many of my vassals pleased as possible, so we can begin the annexation process and just control the land directly. I mean, vassals are still good. Yes, they field more troops than you probably would normally be able to, but frankly, I just like being able to control the pops. I like all of it. I like owning things. I like blobbing. So we're just gonna do this and spend that political power, improving relations with all of them. Maybe I'll keep somebody. Like, do I want to keep these guys or something? I don't know, maybe. No, let's just go ahead and improve relations with all of them. Screw it. I don't think it really costs you anything to integrate people, aside from the political power of making sure they have enough relations. But right now, across the board, people are fairly happy with me and in a pretty good position, and it doesn't cost you political influence to integrate people. So once they're at 190, and if you're ready to just go ahead and get started, then you might as well just do it. Why not? Just integrate the dang vassals. I'm not going to use these guys to colonize or anything anytime soon. I don't even know if these guys know how to colonize. So we might as well. Might as well just do it, I think. To that extent, that's one of the reasons I want to get some diplomatic reputation from technology here. Diplomatic reputation is actually surprisingly difficult to get, so I think it's worthwhile. A foundry is probably better than anything else here at the moment in Ziz. It's still not great, but I mean, it's something. Actually, you know, the other thing we could do is use some money to try and improve our religion and culture. Because now that we've conquered a lot of land in Sicily, it does seem like we have a lot of disloyalty derived from the wrong religion and culture here, and we probably should invest in getting that fixed ASAP. What is this? A minor addendum. Suggested a small addendum to an often referenced law pertaining to the rights of the common folk. It should only be a small effort to push it through the Senate. Okay. Because we have high statesmanship, we can gain some free stability. What's the addendum? Okay, I think this is just like a little tiny special event that can happen, but it doesn't seem like it's a huge deal. Alright, sure, why not? So stability is a little higher than usual right now, which is going to be good for our provincial loyalty. It'll be ticking down over time, though. A Safet offers friendship. I don't need that because I'm going to be integrating all of you. So your friendship is irrelevant. You'll probably just get executed, which is hilarious, by the way. You peacefully integrate a nation, and then all their former leaders either get accepted or die. It's like, what did they do wrong? I thought this was a peaceful integration, but it's like, no. They could be a threat to our empire. Just kill them all. It's safer that way. I don't know. Just seems sort of funny. Anyways, yahoo. Yeah, let's see. So we have a scientific breakthrough now. Researcher thinks he's about to make a notable breakthrough. He needs some supplies. If I do that, I'm pretty sure I lose my ability to get the Diplo rep, so I don't think we want to do this. He'll lose loyalty, but so be it. Like, if I do this, we'll move on to the next level, and this will get locked behind something else. I almost have enough money, and I do want that Diplo rep. It does make a difference. A wealthy patron. The city of Uba Massilia has often overlooked by the wealthy patrons of our capital. However, Marhabal Bodana has offered to spend a sizable quantity of his wealth constructing a grand temple to Baal Haman. He's requested our permission. Is it Baal? 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 I don't know. I've heard of it a bunch of different ways. Let's see. We could gain some popularity. He loses money. We gain a temple. The question I have is, do we benefit from a temple? Right here. So, not really. We have a couple of megalithic pops. That said, it doesn't have anything currently. Could we go for, let's see, a couple of slaves? Chance that we get a forum, a library, a tax office, and a theater. I mean, out of all of this, any of those are better, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I think he's loyal enough. And it looks like we're going to gain a forum, which is good for our freeman happiness and output. Alright, fine, whatever. Would have liked to get a library or something instead, but so be it. So we have our invention. So now, once we are able to start with our integration, we'll go a little bit faster than before. Hello, we have pirates. Hang on. Ships. We need to give you a quick admiral. This guy'll do fine. Go. Other ships, join up. Go. Get the pirates. Kill the pirates. Kill the pirates. We have religious advances. Omen power goes up, and we have some new inventions, including a pop conversion speed base modifier, which is pretty good. Also, we have morale of armies, but they get a little bit more army maintenance cost, and a siege ability guy. Also, heavy infantry, which is not bad. Using them is generally good. I was defeated. We lost 0 ships, and they lost 0 ships. Well, it doesn't seem like it was that bad, to be honest. I'm not too sure why we retreated. We didn't really lose much. Well, we got close to losing some. I don't know. All right, fine, whatever. Having a leader in naval battles makes a huge difference. I mean, you'd think that it'd be like army combat, and there's like, I don't know, a large, unled army can still fight fairly competitively. But, like, no. Like, legitimately, having a naval commander is a huge deal. Really is. All right. So we still are sitting on plenty of extra stability. I guess I could stab a pig. Sure, I'm going to stab a pig and try to keep this high for a bit. Why not? No longer importing papyrus. We got a new leader from the mercantile faction with, by the way, extra diplomatic reputation. He is a horrible military and finesse leader, but he's really good at oratory. So, great. Okay, no longer importing papyrus. What happened? Well, I can import more, so it doesn't actually affect me. That's fine, I guess. New titles necessary. This is a oratory position. You're pretty good, but don't have much in the way of statesmanship. You're also okay and have a little bit more statesmanship. I wish it, like, told you exactly what the number is, so you don't have to just eyeball it. Like, what's the difference between these two characters? I don't know. This guy's more loyal, so I'm going to pick you. And you're also younger, which means we have more of a chance to give you good statesmanship. 21%. Apparently that was the number. Yeah, it should just show you that. You should just be able to highlight and it'll tell you, in my opinion. We have some truly abysmal characters here, I'm realizing. Not everybody needs to be... Like, okay, we don't need this many offices for our characters. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in charge with your significantly better finesse. And this will improve our national freeman happiness. Then again, you're of the bottom... Yeah, it just puts a person of the same family in, so it doesn't even affect the ratio. That's perfect. What about you? So you are part of the Hanid family, who I don't even see on here, so I have no idea how many families we need. Where's the Hanid family? Hello? Hey! Are there no other characters? I'm guessing that's why we have him there. Hanid family. It's gotta be a great family. Let's just show families here. This is easier anyway. Alright, let's see. You're a governor. You're the Rofet. You're a governor. You're the magistrate. Well, then we should be able to at least remove one. No, we can remove two. Yeah, then there's no reason to have this guy in charge. Let's go to our offices. He's got pretty good statesmanship, I'll give him that, but he's just terrible at everything he does. So let's replace him with a minor character who has a chance of being better. I'll choose this slightly younger guy at... Actually, no, I'll choose the Gizgo guy, who's 16 years old and has a chance to get a lot more statesmanship, even though his finesse value is slightly lower. Put you in charge. That could technically lead to some health increases. What's going on with you? You're the Barsid family. We have some better options available. Some significantly better options available. Gonna put you in charge. You're relatively young. No, let's put you in charge. I'm okay with having the great family happy. This guy's actually good and worth building up, and that'll guarantee that we can keep an office filled for a while. I don't like having populists in my government as a general rule. You are a part of the Hanid family as well, which is still okay. So we're going to put... Gizgo Bodona has really good statesmanship, so we might actually get value out of you. The rest of these guys, for example, won't get me anything. I'm tempted about the 17-year-old because you have a chance of building up a lot of charisma. I'm going to go for the younger guy, and we're going to make the long-term play. And we're going to try to help him build up some statesmanship, which is currently increasing by 0.68% per month. And it's not really decaying by much in general. So yeah, he actually has a chance of getting really good by the time he gets to his old age. Let's go to citizen output once again. I don't know, these are the new ways you have to think about the statesmanship mechanic. Like, I don't recall in previous versions of Imperator really putting that much thought into characters and whether I should make a long-term investment or not. Do you remember doing that? Because I definitely don't. I was just like, who's the best for the job? Do that. Or then later, who's the biggest toady and will give me the most political influence through loyalty? Okay, do that. Right? That's what it was. Now it's like, I actually have to balance some stuff out. That's good. That's a good sign for Imperator. National commerce income, the mercantile faction will be happy. And we get more support for them. Yes. Perfectly okay with that. I like the mercantile being in charge, and I like having more money. Speaking of money, we should reduce our army maintenance and fort maintenance and actually start making some money, because I'd like to continue investing in things, gosh dang it. While we just sort of sit back for a bit and wait for people to integrate. Or I suppose we could go and kill our vassal in Massilia. We do have a mission sitting here available for that. They're currently a subject. We declare war on them. We get to eat all their territory forcefully, and our primary culture is 10% happier. But that means I have to worry about aggressive expansion and tyranny for a bit. Poor harvest. Several years of widespread crop failure is taking its toll on our country. While our people initially persevered with true Carthaginian spirit, they have begun to blame their governor, enemies, and even an advisor. It is clear we must take action. Raise the price of grain, he loses some popularity. Or, seize grain from visiting merchants, gain corruption. Because our advisor has low statesmanship. That's not true, he's 70%. 70%. You're going to say that that's low? Well, it goes down by 0.1 per month, so, I mean, 10 corruption's a lot, but let's make him more popular. I'm sure that that's going to be fine, right? Totally. So it's just going to take, 100 months to get rid of this. That's only a few years. It's fine. It's fine. Who's worried about it? We can accept a little corruption, gosh dang it, it's fine. Let's continue going to... You know what? Let's go over here. This city right here has 30 pops, most of which are of the wrong religion and the wrong culture. So I would like to build, let's say, a couple of temples to try and change their religion as fast as possible. Now, some people believe that you should go for the culture first. And the reason why is culture has a larger effect on happiness than religion does, which is surprising, but it does. However, if I'm not much mistaken, religion is usually a little bit easier to convert. Also, once you have converted religion, it is faster to change people's culture. I think that's the way it works. So to that extent, it makes a lot of sense to me that we go for as much pop conversion speed as we can, because it's a good long-term play. Now, note, by the way, that it was like 0.8 before, and now it's only 1.07. So it didn't increase the speed by 1%, it increased it by a base rate of 1, which then gets modified by the 25% dominant religion, not the state religion, 10% from the primary culture, the unrest, and so on and so forth. So there is that. Reducing the unrest as much as possible goes a long way. I will build a theater over here as well, to try and get some extra assimilation speed, just a little bit, while our governor does his best with his provincial policies to increase their religious conversion. I don't know. I mean, I think that when you first conquer a large region with a lot of pops, it makes a lot of sense to invest heavily in trying to convert them, because it stabilizes the region, and then the happier they are, the more value you're going to get out of that province. So overall, it's a good choice. Flocking to the banner. Oh, good. Our military guy, who is likely the next ruler, gets some free troops who are going to be loyal to him. Sure, why not? Let's do that. He's just getting super duper popular. He's spending his money. Oh my gosh, he's wealthy as heck. He's spending his money on free buildings. He's getting lots of free troops. This guy's totally not going to be a threat to me, right? Ah, no way. Definitely not. A parlous state. There exists in Carthage a general feeling of dissatisfaction at the financial practices of Yutpangizgo. Malicious rumors circulate painting a wild picture of the hordes of gold jealously squirreled away in the national treasury. He is the Rofet. He's also the son of the Sefet. Make him give it a popular appearance, or we lose money and gain stability. I don't think so. He'll lose some popularity, and that's fine. He probably wasn't going to be a ruler anyway. Mediation. Who the heck are you? You look pretty. The arguments has been furiously raging for some time now between Sofisniba, Barca, and Denel Bostara. The gist of the matter involves a sizable quantity of wealth, with each claimant suggesting they are the rightful owner. So let's see. She has a genuine claim, the wife of the researcher. Denel is the Shefat, who I think is a governor. Not a governor, sorry. He's a... Yes, this guy here. So he's part of our... government, so having him be our friend is not a bad idea. There's a tale of a wise king by the name of Solomon. Make them split the money. We gain popularity. Or, I just take the money and lose popularity. I want the money. That's a lot of money. It's a good amount of money. I take the money. We're going to go for the pop conversion speed here with an invention. And do I save up and go for another one? Wouldn't mind reducing that aggressive expansion faster. It's only going down by 0.03 per month, which is just piddly. So increasing that by another 0.02 is pretty huge. Yeah, the faster you get rid of aggressive expansion, the faster you can go ahead and continue going to war. When you have a chance with some inventions, you should take them. I think that inventions are a higher priority, generally speaking, than working on your cities most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. So now we have 1.43% conversion speed, so we're going a little bit faster on these pops, but it's still going to take a while before they are properly integrated into our country. Oh, by the way, we can start the integration of a bunch of different people. We should do that. Let's go ahead and... Why can't I start the integration? Some of our people are not a fan of this idea for some reason. Okay. Interesting. Why would my Senate not be thrilled with this? The civic faction likes it. The military and the mercantile faction like it, but the populists do not. At all. That's our issue, actually, in our government right now. The populists have too much control. So I might need to prop up some different factions. So, okay, here's the question. What's going to be cheaper? Do we think it'll be cheaper to just pay the tyranny cost and start the integration regardless on some of these people, right? And that'll cost me 5 tyranny. Or is it better to lose some stability and spend only 2 tyranny to try and prop someone up? And I might have to do this twice. Will that give me enough seats that I am able to actually continue? Maybe. Gonna go for the military faction. That took 10 seats away from the populists. That might be enough. Okay, we have 54 seats behind this. It's not quite enough. We're close, though. The military faction, surprisingly, is not as behind this as I feel like they ought to be. I'm going to take some seats and give them to the civics. Okay, that takes more away from the populists. Is that enough? Yes. Now we can start integration of people. So that cost me 4 tyranny instead of 5. Fine by me. Let's just integrate as many of these people as we can and get started on that. Perfect. All right, now we can go ahead and reduce. For some reason, the pop-up's not coming up. Now, this is weird. See that down here in the bottom right? There it is. Cancel improve opinion. Why is it showing up in the bottom right? No, it should be up here. There's just no reason to do this. We don't need to improve relations. Not that it hurts me to continue, but it just doesn't matter. I guess we could have left it. I just don't like seeing that many items on here. I don't like having that many things to keep track of. Anyway, fine, so be it. So we're starting the integration of 4 vassals. It should go pretty fast because we have a lot more diplomatic reputation. It goes up by 0.8 per month, but because we have 3 diplo rep, 1 from our technology and 2 from our mercantile faction, yeah, we're getting that extra 0.15, which speed things up a little bit. Also, the Aegis of Africa plus 0.2. That's huge. That's a significant improvement. Like, we really should be improving and trying to get as many guys integrated as we can. I don't see why not, to be honest. I mean, yeah, vassals, okay, they do produce, like, some extra troop value and stuff. Got it, but, like, dude. Like, this is the best time I will ever have to rapidly integrate all my vassals and consolidate power in the region. I like it. Tripolitania. Let's go ahead and start the integration of you as well while we have the seats. Yeah, friggin' populists. Get the heck out of Dodge. Emporian demands. What? We have been approached by our Carthaginian subject state Emporia, who, to a great surprise and chagrin of almost the entire Senate, sent an envoy bearing a long list of grievances over the unsatisfactory relationship of the Carthaginian states, and a demand for Emporia to be granted full autonomy as an equal of Carthage, and that all tutelary arrangements between our nations cease. Word of this is spread quickly to the other Carthaginian vassals, leaving us in an awkward position of upsetting the nominally independent Phoenician city-states who have become reliant on Carthaginian successes. You will like me, but you become independent, which means I'm no longer integrating you. That's a problem. Wait, why am I not seeing them on... Yeah, we're still making progress. This would take a long time. 95, that's a very, very long time. We would gain diplomatic reputation if we do this, but they become independent. Or... Okay, their opinion goes down, all subjects dislike me more, and we lose 2 diplomatic reputation. That feels like way too much. So, I think this means we need to start moving the armies. I'm a little concerned that this means I'm going to have a hard time forcing war through the Senate again. Yeah, right now, people don't like war, which is weird, but they don't. It's because the civic faction's just being kind of annoying. Military faction. Yeah, oh, gosh dang, I'm going to lose this vassal. All right. Lose the vassal. I guess we're not integrating them anymore. Freaking heck. All right. Well, I can't go to war until more factions are on top of this, so this is frustrating. All right, well, the good news is I am going to be integrating everyone else faster than before. It's just now we've lost a vassal. It's fine. I think I have permanent claims on these guys, so we should be able to integrate them pretty quick. Or, sorry, attack them later. And I don't think that's going to hurt me much. Leptis Minor. Yep, start integration of you as well. Okay, anyone else? Yep, you. Start the integration. I like that. I mean, this doesn't cost me anything. I feel like it should. I feel like it should cost you political influence to integrate people. But as it is right now, since there is no cost, like, yeah, I'll just eat you all. Sure. Why the heck not? So yeah, if I can't get enough seats, there's no reason to increase our army maintenance right now. I'm going to go ahead and reduce my fleet maintenance and make some serious money for a bit. We're not fighting pirates, and my fleets aren't out in the middle of nowhere, so that's fine. I'm going to get rid of these just so I can keep track of the line items better. Again, it doesn't really hurt me to continue improving. I just don't like it. Sure. No. Let's become popular again. You gotta be popular. You gotta be popular. Alright, these guys are eating the food of this province, so we don't want to have them there anymore. Let's see. So, a gift to Tyrus. Ugh, that's a lot of money to lose. That's a lot of money to lose. No, our Augur's just going to have to lose money. We could go ahead and get started on the mission to attack the Berbers, and I'm going to go ahead and get started there. That means I actually want to move my armies over this direction. Why can't I move you? Get over here. Oh, right, because we're detached. Right, yeah, never mind. We'll attach the region and move them over here, but before the war begins, we want to go ahead and stop the detachment. So I'm going to need to make sure that we increase our army maintenance within the next year or so. But for now, do I want tech or do I want improvements for our cities? Extra build cost reduction is nice. Capital routes are great. Aggressive expansion impact is okay. Pop growth is good. Siege ability is nice too. I like that a lot. I think I might go for the build cost reduction. What is this? The provocation of the Massilian people has resulted in a most troubling situation. One of our most trusted diplomats to our tribal protectorate has been sieged on trumped-up charges of inciting insurrection. His execution is inevitable, though we are left with a decision on how best to portray this act to our own citizens. Oh my gosh, lose 10,000 manpower? Or lose 25 popularity. That hurts. I need a more popular ruler so I can get seats in the Senate. So I'm going to lose the 10,000 manpower since manpower is a lot easier to maintain than it used to be. Also, we were already at the cap, so we need to spend some anyway. But yikes, dude. That hurts. All right. Hi, guys. It's time for me to start your integration. Why can't I? Oh. You're not actually the kind of vassal where I'm able to integrate you. Oh, right. Well, that's part of the problem. Okay, we could cancel the tribute and stuff. Right, so improving relations with you doesn't seem that important anymore. I'm not actually sure why we were improving relations with you. Maybe because I was thinking that we'd be able to integrate, but no. What kind of vassal are you? Wrong one. I'm looking to see if it tells me what type of a tributary they are. It doesn't really say. Well, whatever, I'm sure it's fine. Integration of Hadrametum. Do you want to get some new characters in? A few new characters is nice and all, but we'll lose popularity, so no. They're all going to have to die instead. Sorry. Let's go ahead and grab that build cost reduction. Actually, let's get the import route first. And see if we can find ourselves a new, bonus. Do I want base metals, wood, dyes, stone, iron? Well, right now I can't get anything because I don't have enough money, so give me a moment. Keep going with that commerce, if and you please. Okay, so what do I want? Base metals. Surplus in the capital gives me light infantry offense of 10%. That's not bad. Stone will give defensive... No, stone gives build cost reduction. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, okay. The import route is going to lead to a 10% cost reduction instead of 5%. This is straight up better. I thought that this surplus led to just better defensiveness, but the surplus in the capital is great. Yeah, cool. We can upgrade our cities way faster now. Yay! So you're currently leading these armies. Let's go ahead and actually increase our army maintenance now. I don't know how much longer it's going to be. I feel like we should be finishing this mission pretty soon. March. Yeah, it's going to take about 5 or so months for us to actually increase our morale that much. Integration of Thapsus. We're not going to let anyone in. Doesn't matter. We don't need these forts. We're paying for extra forts that I don't need. So let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of 2 levels here. We'll integrate another one right here, which is fine, so let's just get rid of these. Why pay for forts I'm not going to use? Dang it. Answer, there's no point. Don't do it. I guess there's not a lot of reason to continue improving relations with these guys. Probably. I guess it's okay. These guys, yeah, they don't really like me. Despite the fact that we should have gotten like an extra 60 relations with them, it's not even showing up. Wait, what happened to me having like that mission, or that part of that mission was like you get an extra 60 relations with them. They have 60 opinion. They don't care at all. Yeah, whatever. Fine, I don't care. I don't really care. I care a little bit. Yes, continue exporting the grain. That seems fine. All right, so we've got a little bit more money. Do I go for more inventions? I mean, yeah, stack up some build cost modifiers. Why not? Cheap buildings means lots and lots of upgrades. Massilian mutiny. A messenger arrives. They have spotted raiding our towns and villages. It seems the Massilians have shown their true colors. They have no loyalty to Carthage, and have unsurprisingly declared upon us after a minimum of baiting. Eshmiauntiangisko stands up and addresses the Senate. We shall gather our might, and we shall crush them beneath our heel. They will know their place before the end. We march at dawn. Massilia declares war against us, which means it's a defensive war. We gain claims on all of their territory. We are now at war. Go forth and crush. I need a siege general if at all possible. Siege ability here is good. You'll do fine. Go. Get them. All right, so scorned families. Why? Oh, now they want 4 seats again. All right, I need to know what is causing this. Yeah, I need to figure out why there are 4 jobs sometimes and 3 jobs other times, because that's kind of important for me to figure out. But all right, we'll figure that all out later. In the meantime, let's go ahead and conquer our former vassal. We're integrating everyone else. We're getting a little bit stronger. And then we're going to focus our efforts over here in Spain, because I want an achievement. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.